Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel and thanks for tuning in, much appreciated. Just heading back home now. I just got done with the second day of practice here at Lake of the Ozarks for the Toyota Series tournament that begins on Tuesday, and wanted to give you a day 2 practice report. And if you guys tuned in yesterday, I did my day 1 practice report yesterday and had a pretty good day on the water. Wound up catching a lot of fish offshore a little bit, fishing quite a few jerk baits, that type of deal. Pretty standard issue, typical stuff for Lake of the Ozarks. And if you remember what I said yesterday, it's like I really felt in this tournament to do well that I needed to find something different than a jerkbait or an Alabama rig, because with the way the fish are positioned on Lake of the Ozarks right now, if you're not using live scope, you can't hardly compete with the people that have live scope, which I don't use live scope. So in that sense there, I felt I needed to look for something a little bit different. So today, that's what I did. I spent my time basically fishing some pretty shallow water today. I ran up into a part of the lake where I didn't see very many boats. Water clarity was a lot less than where I'd been fishing. Actually, water temperature was a little bit warmer than what it was where I caught them yesterday. And I ended up catching some fish. You know, I caught a couple decent fish, caught probably a total of maybe 9 fish all day long, but it just didn't feel like those fish were up there enough to do, you know, really good in the tournament. I think I could scrape out some fish, but I think we're still a week or 2 away from those fish being in that type of water that I really wanted to try to catch them in today. Water temperature, like I said, today I found 40-degree water. Yesterday 39 was the most I found. And the fish that were up there, I think they're probably just now getting up there, but once that water temperature starts rising up 3 or 4 degrees, it could be good, but we're just not going to see it in the tournament here. So I really wanted that to work today. I mean, that was going out this morning. I was really, you know, focused on making this, you know, happen up there, and it happened, but it did not happen to the level that I needed it to. I didn't have near the bag today that I had yesterday. So that throws you back into the situation, what you do on your final day of practice. You know, tomorrow we got a half a day of practice. I probably going to go back home tonight, and I'm going to look at the weather pretty close as far as for tomorrow and the weather for the first 2 days of the tournament, and sort of make my decision. I'm sort of torn between 2 different scenarios here. I'm torn between going back into that general part of the lake where I caught them yesterday and expanding in there, or just going to a completely new area again and trying something off the wall. So from that standpoint, I'm probably going to wind up doing one of the 2 things there. At this point, I'm not really sure, because it depends on what my goal is for the year here. I mean, the Toyota Series has a really big championship. You know, I finished 10th in it last year. You know, they pay over $200,000 for first. So there's something to be said for going out and catching them every single day. It's not like a Bassmaster Open where you're in the tournament. It's basically winner take all. There's a lot more on the line in these Toyota Series tournaments because they do have a championship, which they don't in the Bassmaster Opens. So from that standpoint, I'll probably wind up tomorrow going back to a place, or going to an area that I feel gives me the best potential to catch a limit of fish, and sort of see where that puts me after the first day. This tournament, I still feel it's going to be a tough tournament. I think that from what I can see, how the bait fish are setting up and how the fish are positioned and the bites that I've been getting, I don't look for this to be a big tournament as far as everybody catching them. Anytime you're dealing with live scope, A-rig fish, pre-spawn, you're going to have some guys catch some big fish. There's no doubt there's going to be some big bags caught in this tournament, but that is going to be few and far between. I think that overall, I think in this tournament, it's probably going to take, you know, an average of 15 to 18 pounds a day to win the tournament. And I think that probably if you can catch 9 to 11 pounds a day, you're going to get a check in the tournament. That's just sort of the vibe that I'm getting here. So from that standpoint, you know, I'm approaching this tournament different than I did the Bassmaster Open. You know, I'm trying to put myself around a few more fish after what I saw today. Today, I gave myself a chance to try to figure out how to catch a big bag. It didn't work out like I wanted it to, but at least I got it out of my mind. And sometimes, guys, that's an important thing. If you have something you want to try in fishing, even though it may not sound like the best idea and the odds against it may be low, it's very important for you to either eliminate that or establish it out of your mind. Because, for example, if I didn't do that today, and if I would have went back to the area I fished yesterday and expanded on it, the whole time that I'm fishing in the tournament, especially if I'm not catching them good, I would have kept second guessing myself. I was like, man, you should have done that. You should have tried that. But after I've tried it and I felt that it didn't work, you can really focus on what you're doing at the time more. So anyway, that's my plan, guys. Like I said, I'm going to go back to the house tonight and sort of think about it, but I'm probably going to wind up putting myself back in the area tomorrow where, I think I can catch it, the most fish that I can catch. I won't know till I get off the water tomorrow, so I'll give you guys the final day practice wrap up tomorrow, and after tomorrow I'll sort of give you my plan, how I'm gonna fish the tournament and everything. So hope you guys are doing good. Thanks for tuning in for all these pre-practice videos, man. I really appreciate it, and please subscribe, and we'll talk to y'all later. See ya.